We've been working as kitchen people for sometimes 18 hours a day together. All the dishes we work on together. It's the best part of the experience, is being in there together and finding new ways of creating things.
So being married isn't, it's very new for us, and we've been working together for 5 years. We get along very well. So.
And I think every dish that we do, we discuss, we play with, we taste, and it's always a collaborative effort. We are open all day long, so we do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We do very casual food, but we also offer a lot of fancier items that are using local organic ingredients, some of the best ingredients the world has to offer.
The philosophy has grown. So I mean, we started out more as a cafe, and we want to keep this as much a neighborhood place.
And we still have like this strong base of regulars that come, 3 or 4 times a week, and sometimes twice a day.
Yeah. I want them to have a very relaxing experience. I want this to be a place that they can come here for a turkey sandwich, or for a fancy meal, a birthday, or a celebration.
A date, or any of those things.
So Portia, you said that Lula does it right. Tell us why you chose it.
It's a laid-back environment, but you can kind of get the best of the best. I mean, it really, the food that they serve, to me, is stuff that you would get down in the best restaurants in the city, but you're getting it for a lot less. They're bringing the best ingredients to you as well that you normally would have to pay a lot more for.
I was really surprised because they're using the same purveyors that we use at Everest, and the same exact purveyors, which I found really interesting, but you wouldn't expect it, like you said, such a more of a casual, laid-back surroundings.
No, you wouldn't, and that's why I respect them so much, because I think what they're doing, I mean, eating organics and eating local and sustainable food is really, it's important, because the closer you are to your food source, actually the better it will taste, and the more that you're actually doing for your kind of community as well.
Brenda, how was your organic experience?
It was very unique. I had the lemongrass chicken soup.
That's excellent.
And that was very unique.
Yeah.
They came out with the huge bowl, and it looks like a piece of art in the bowl.
Pretty.
The way they have it. And then he pours the broth from this big pitcher into the bowl. Very theatrical.
Yes.
Well, this is one thing that really kind of impressed me about the place is I'm not, it's a little off the beaten path for me. I'm more of a carnivore, so it was certainly nice. I mean, it's stuff that it's food that I personally wouldn't think to try. And but for my wife, it was fantastic. I mean, she had ordered an heirloom squash, which is fantastic. It's like the heirloom tomatoes, and you can find them at the farmers market downtown or something. I actually had the seared lamb steak.
Oh.
It was the not the
Jameson Farm.
Jameson Farm. That's correct. And it's just real thin lamb slices that are like pounded out and marinated or something, and then they're seared really fast. This is one thing I was a hair disappointed with, though, is that I actually asked for like a medium rare, and it came out a little bit more done than I would like.
Yeah.
And it's lamb.
I learned something about lamb, and that you should actually have lamb more medium rare to medium, because the rare lamb has a chewy texture to it.
Right.
And if you actually cook lamb to more of like the medium rare medium side, it actually has more of a melt in your mouth
Breaks it
feel.
down a bit.
Right. But the thing is it was a touch dry.
It was more on the medium well end.
Right, medium well, but it was certainly nice. The presentation was interesting. They come out. You don't think that you're getting all that much food, because it comes out in a bowl that like lifts up, and as you're eating down into it, you're like, wow, there's a lot more than I expected
Did you
here.
like the quinoa? No, they had
Yeah,
a quinoa,
quinoa
salad.
Right.
That's like a different grain. I mean,
exactly.
they bring
It's
in like
gritty.
different unique things.
Right, but
like
I love steel cut oats in the morning.
So you would like that?
Yeah, so it was good and gritty and everything like that.
I had to admit the lemongrass soup caught me by surprise, because I'm just thinking chicken soup is chicken soup, and I took the spoon, and I'm telling you, I mean, you have to be careful with it, because it's spicy as well.
Yeah, there's a bit of a kick. I mean, my favorite thing, and I always get, is a pasta ya. They have so many different flavors in that place. I mean, if you had an Asian lemongrass soup and Moroccan cinnamon, I mean, you can tell their travels.
It's a husband and wife team, Jason and Leia. I mean, they work neck to neck with each other back in there in that tight little kitchen. I mean, you work with your husband. I mean, do you sympathize,
Yeah,
congratulate
I sympathize
them?
a lot. Yeah. But I mean, they make such an amazing team because you walk in and you can kind of see the kitchen when you walk in, and there they are, and they're cooking. And normally, a lot of times, husband and wife, one will go to the front of the house and one will work at the other part, you know, and they'll be separate. But these two, they're just so good at what they do. I don't know who would leave the kitchen, actually.
I don't normally go out by myself, but I felt very comfortable there. I did notice it's like you have a potpourri of people coming up asking you, are you okay? You know, it's just like from the guy who served the chicken soup to the waitress coming back. And then there was another gentleman who, you know, who came back and like, how's it? I'm like, I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
And it was funny because the same guy, he at first came out with the little square little bowl and he wanted me to try something. It was the stuffed radish and it was so funny. The couple next to me is like, well, I come here all the time. They never did that for me. I wonder why. And like, he was giving it to me
Because I am Brenda.
There you go.
I do have that effect on me. So next thing you know, he came out with some for them too. So
See,
it's like,
Because
oh, well,
they didn't have soul.
They didn't exactly.
It takes you a long way.
All right. Well, Portia, this was your recommendation. Give us a summary.
I would, excellent bang for the buck deal. I mean, freshest food, and really delicious, and a good place to go anytime.
Les?
Totally different than what I'd expect being a carnivore, and well, more of a carnivore. And but we're definitely going to go back for brunch one morning. Oh yeah, because we live in the neighborhood. Yeah, sure.
There you go. And Brenda?
Very eclectic and an unusual dining experience.
Well, you can feel the love at Lula, 2537 North Kedzie, 773-489-9554. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the week except Tuesdays. Reservations are not accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $25.